Are you ready today to have your own spiritual awakening? Your own transformation, yes? And are you ready to be in this space of rising up? Are you ready to rise? Absolutely. Wow, on the collective, you can feel the energy. And like me, this has become in a way of looking at Easter different than the theology I grew up with. It by far is like one of my most exciting days because it means that I'm willing to let everything die in my life. Old beliefs, old limitations, old tattoos, old concepts, all that stuff that fills lots of journals, and allow the new to be born, yes? So this morning, are you ready to move from death to a divine awakening? Yes. From the seeming end to an aliveness greater than ever before? Yes, ma'am. What appears to be over is moving into a fresh, new, heightened beginning. Yes? And this is what Christ the Lord really means when we say that Christ is risen. It means that on this Easter service, the energy and understanding is risen within us, and that living people never die, right? Living people never die. Life is eternal for all of us, and that's the truth. That's why it's well with our soul, right?
Nothing found in the life and teachings of the Master Jesus of Nazareth more profound, more meaningful, or more holy than the lessons taught and the message we find around his resurrection. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 28, verses 1 through 6, we're told, in the evening of the Sabbath, when the day of the week began to dawn, there came Mary of Magdalene and the other Mary to the tomb. And behold, a great earthquake took place. For the angel of the Lord came down from heaven and went up and rolled away the stone from the opening of the tomb and sat upon it. His appearance was like lightning, and his garment was as white as snow. And for fear of him, the guards were watching and trembling and became as they were dead. But the angel answered, saying to the women, "You need not be afraid, for I know that you are seeking Jesus of Nazareth, who has been crucified. He is not here, for he is risen, just as he would said." Where our profound, meaningful, and holy lesson for this morning is found. You need not be afraid, for I know that you are seeking Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He is not here, for he is risen, just as he said. You need not be afraid. I know you are seeking Jesus of Nazareth, but he is not here, for he has had a divine awakening. You need not be afraid. I know you are seeking Jesus of Nazareth, who seems to have had an end, but he really is more alive than ever before. You need not be afraid. I know you are seeking Jesus of Nazareth, whose life appears to be over, but who in fact is experiencing a fresh, heightened beginning.
My fear, oh, the bliss of this glorious thought, my life not in part, but the whole is lifted off the cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, oh my soul.
The deep, sweet, metaphysical teaching within the resurrection story, which is very real and very important to us today, over 2,000 years after it occurred, it is that the death is not the end, rather it is the beginning to an elevated state. And this is true whether this is the ending comes from the death of a physical body, death of a relationship, death of a job, death of a 401k, death of an economic structure, death of an idea, death of a habit, or even death of a dream.
Welcome, UD. My name is Jabari Faust, and I'm 3 years old. Easter is a new beginning. Easter brings joy. Easter is the coming of springtime. Easter brings smiles. Easter is to think time for all of our blessings in our lives. Easter is the only time it's safe to put all our eggs in the same basket.